with me on a little journey on all the content creator events I went to for the month of May. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, it's Chelsea J, and on this channel I talk about fashion, beauty, lifestyle, and product reviews. So if these things interest you, join the Seashell fam and hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell below, okay? So this video was really meant to be a vlog, but then I kind of wanted to do a sit down video so I can talk to y'all about the event, because y'all know I like to talk. And I'm still going to show you clips. I'm still going to incorporate the clips. So this is just going to be a different format. So it's going to be a vlog / sit down, like if they had a baby. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So y'all know I like to get into the things. We're going to talk about, like I said, getting you invited to these events. I'm just going to tell you what I think and, you know, all the things. Meeting people, making connections, and really, is it really worth going? Y'all know I like to give y'all the real tea. I ain't going to sugarcoat nothing. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first event I found out about through Threads. Yes, Threads. And it was the YouTube Met Gala event. And it happened on May 1st. No, May 5th. Oh my God. May 5th. And it was hosted by none other than Mr. Trey Bryant Style. So I saw the link on Threads and I went ahead and signed up to it. And about, I would say, about 2 weeks before the event, because it seemed like it was kind of last minute. So about 2 weeks before the event, I got a confirmation saying that, hey, come on, this is the address and all of that. So I went ahead and I went to Fashion Nova. And because, you know, Fashion Nova don't let you down. And I just wanted something that was feminine. Like I wanted a feminine version of a suit. So I saw this capri set that was a suit. And I was like, hey, I'm going to do that. It was pinstripe. So very fitting, very on theme, because y'all know this year Met Gala was dandyism. So I went ahead and got that. Got that in the mail within a few days. So I was in the grocery store and I saw the Vogue cover for Pharrell. And I ended up having to go to Barnes & Noble and get the one with A$AP Rocky on it. Those were the only two I wanted. It was like 4. But I wanted to make sure I have the Vogue magazines for the Met just for my little archive, okay? So yeah, picked those up. And I was just, you know, really excited, really immersing myself in the whole Met Gala thing. I did do a Met Gala video. And I did incorporate some of these clips, but it really wasn't performing well within the first hour. So I'm like, scratch, we're taking that down. So this is the repackage. The event was at the 4th Hotel. Really nice. I had no idea, because if you're familiar with Atlanta, you know where the Pont City Market is right pretty much behind it. There was a nice backdrop of the city. It was gorgeous in there. So pretty much when you walked into the hotel, they had someone downstairs. They checked your name. They checked your ID. So ain't no getting in. So even if you do get a YouTube event leaked address or something like that, it will do you no good to show up, because if you present your ID and your name isn't on that paper, you ain't going up. And they also have security. So, you know, in life we got to pick our poison. So, in short, don't come to these folks' stuff acting a fool. All right, so that's the thing. So we waited and we went upstairs in groups. So they took us upstairs. We got off and it was inside this beautiful little bar up there. And like I said, it overlooked the city, had a beautiful backdrop. And when you first walk in, they had a perfume station. So you got to make your own perfume. Y'all know I chose fruity and sweet, of course. Those were my main accords. And I added citrus. So did that. They also had a station on the other side where you can make your own tie, handkerchief, or, well, bandana. Or I think it was a bow tie as well. So there are certain things you were able to, you know, embroider your initials and all of that on. and it was YouTube. It had the YouTube logo on it as well. Y'all see that I got the tie, a black tie, because I needed a black tie. So yeah, so did that, and they also had the, you can take your photo, and open bar, and pretty much food all through the night. They walked around serving hors d'oeuvres and things like that. So it was really, really nice. I met some content creators. I didn't know anyone there, any content creators that were there. That just goes to show you that's how many content creators there are on this platform, because I live in the city with these people and did not know them. And that's the reason why it's good to go to events like this, so you can get to know people. And that's what they're for. Yeah, we were watching the Met Gala, but we were also kind of networking and getting to know each other as well. So definitely like that. I met two ladies who pretty much do a lot of brand events here in Atlanta. Just a lot of connections. I also met one of the YouTube employees. As you see here, we took a picture together. Very nice, very helpful. Honey, I pulled her aside and we talked, we chat, we had a drink, and we went on about our day. So it was really good meeting her as well. So that was the Met Gala watch party. Had a blast. All right, getting into the next event. All right, so the Met Gala watch party, I think I got home around 9:30, 10, something like that. And then I had to leave on a flight to New York the next day at 5 a.m. Did not pack. Y'all, when I tell y'all I was my looks for the New York trip, honey, I was kind of like all over the place because I was just not prepared. And then it was supposed to be raining up there, and I was like, so I just threw anything in my luggage and hoped for the best. And that's just not like me because, oh my God. So this is the thing. I didn't want to park at our airport because y'all know here in Atlanta, the parking went from $19 a day to $30 a day. So I didn't want to do that. Drive down to the airport. I end up having to park anyway. So got to the airport, got through TSA, and boom. So the following morning, so I call myself, and you'll see right here, trying to do a get ready with me, honey. I was trying to do my makeup. I had my gadgets that I that I got from OHK recommendations. The mirror stuff where you put the suction cup, whatever, so you can put your phone on there. And then I got the gadget where you can have your phone on one side and you have your DJI on the other, so you can get a reel and you can get your Facebook footage. Yeah, so I had that, and I thought I was doing good, but I like to really take my time when I'm getting dressed, and I tend to be slow as a turtle. Well, the YouTube event started at 9. I think I got up at 5 or 6. But anyway, I started running out of time to catch the train. But anyway, I said, you know what? I don't have time for this. Let me call an Uber and just take me straight to the YouTube event. I don't have time to be stressed out. The Uber was going to get me there at 9:05 because YouTube, they said be prompt. And before I keep talking, hold on, let me put a pin in this and tell y'all about how I got invited to this event. I was in my emails and I saw a YouTube summer house email, and I was like, what is this? And I wasn't going to open it, but someone told me to open it, and it was telling me how I was invited to the YouTube summer house, and and I was like, and it was like, click here to RSVP. And it was saying how I was in New York and things like that. And I'm like, okay, yes, I want to go. Because I saw people talking about the vacation house out in LA and how, honey, they were taking home caraway pots. And they had so much stuff. And they were just saying how they had a good time and how they met people and how they learned a lot of things. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to miss my opportunity. I don't care if it is in New York. And of course, you have to take care of your own expenses. So they're not flying you up and they are not setting you up in a hotel. They're just letting you know we're having this event. If you want to come, you know, come on. You know, you're welcome. So I was like, you know what, bump that. So I went ahead and RSVP'd. I booked my hotel and I booked my flight. Straight like that. And it worked out because a few weeks later, Macy's Style Crew was telling me about the Pinterest event. And we didn't have to RSVP until like that Friday. But they were telling me about that. And that's when, because I remember I told y'all how I was just going to go for the YouTube event that day. I was going to fly in that morning and just leave out the very next day. So when Macy's Style Crew sent me that email, I was like, well, cool. Instead of going, you know, instead of flying in that morning, I could just go ahead, especially since it's so early, and I wouldn't land until like 7 anyway, so I probably would end up being late unless I flew with my clothes on, and y'all know how I feel about that. I think all airplanes are filthy, and I do not like wearing my clothes on it. If I did wear my clothes on anything, it would probably have to be a private jet, and I would have to be the one to clean it with bleach to ensure that it's not filthy. So, I said, you know what? I would rather be there the day before anyway. So let me just go ahead and book for the Tuesday since the Macy's, you know, event would be on the Tuesday. So that's when I went ahead and changed it to the Tuesday. Let's go back to where I stuck a pin in the story. So got dressed, got my Uber, ended up getting there around like 9:15, 9:10, something like that. So I still ended up being late. So anyway, got to the event, we went in, and as you see, Google Office is really nice. I don't know if y'all saw, I tried to film it, but it was the glass escalator that will pretty much, you get in and it'll, you know, roll you up or whatever. So that was pretty cool. And it was in Chelsea Pier. I really love the Chelsea area, but let's stay on track. But anyway, got in there, got registered. They wanted to see my ID. They gave me my name tag. My name was already printed on there. And yeah, so we walked up the little hallway and we were in Google YouTube office. And it was so nice. So we went in, and when you first got in, Walmart was giving out hats. So you were able to make your own hat by putting your pins on there. So I put my little pins on there. Thought that was cute. Love that little exercise. So as I walked in, I saw some of the content creator girlies that had familiar faces. And then I went around the corner and they had breakfast for us. So y'all see the nice little spread that they had. They had different type of egg sandwiches, egg bacon, and all of that. They had pretty much foods for every dietary, because they ask you on the reservation, on the RSVP, you know, what type of food, you know, allergens or, you know, your dietary restrictions, all that. So they had food for every tongue. And it was good because I was hungry too. I was rushing, so that little morning pick-me-up was just the pick-me-up I needed. So after we ate, they ushered us to the auditorium. And it was very beautiful. You got to look out and saw the pier, the Statue of Liberty. Breathtaking. I can't imagine working there every day. I would love even to live in that area and just see the view and to see the water. Now, of course, I'm used to seeing beautiful water. You know, in Miami, the water is blue and things like that. So if I, you know, when I go somewhere and I have a view like Miami, which is my favorite, home away from home, the water is blue and beautiful. That water is brown, but, you know, you got to take what you can get. So, yeah, beautiful, and they're very nice and open and airy and a lot of light, you know, a lot of natural light. So we saw the speakers. So the first speaker was Bridget, and she pretty much welcomed us and kind of warmed us up and, you know, she was talking to us, and if you see, we took a picture together outside after we were talking. And Bridget, she pretty much warmed us up and got Walmart executives ready to talk. So we had Brandon Maxwell, and we had quite a few Walmart executives that was there as well. And they went over some things, and they were talking over some things, teaching us a lot of new things. Then we had YouTube panel, and it was so good seeing Cindy up there. Shout out to A Heated Mess. Love her down. We've seen each other in Atlanta a few times, I think. And then, you know, seeing her there. And we've always been, you know, cordial in the DMs even before we met each other in, you know, face to face. But yeah, Cindy, she's that girl. Love her now. And one thing about Cindy, honey, she buys some stuff. Y'all think I'm bad, honey. Cindy's she buy a lot of stuff, okay? And she's into luxury. She's into all the things. So definitely check out A Heated Mess. So yeah, it was really nice to see everybody, and everybody give their teachable moments and things like that. We took notes, and honey, I have video galore. So next up, after, because we had like a series of lectures. I felt like I was in college. But we had a series of lectures, and then after that, we went back outside. So we took some pictures, went outside, and we were able, they had different booths. They had Walmart, they had Elf, they had Quince, they had a headshot photo booth. They had pretty much some of everything, honey. And we were able to go out there, eat lunch, talk, chat, get to know each other, network, and just talk about, you know, different things. So that's what we were doing. Took our pictures, got to meet new people, got to meet some of the team at ELF, and we were able to get connections and information from the people who actually do the brand deals. From the people who actually do the brand events. So, you know, was it worth going? Was it worth paying for your own ticket to get there, to get in the face of these Walmart executives? And before I say that, y'all, why one of me and the Walmart executives, we can? Y'all, child, we can. That's my granddaddy's people. His family is my granddaddy people. When he told me the family name, and he said they're from Georgia, outside of Atlanta, because that last name, it's a big family. And I'm like, yeah, we family. We think that we're kin. It's almost impossible not to be. But yeah, so I had to confirm with my grandma, but we call each other cousin anyway. So, small world. But anyway, hey cousin, if you're watching. But yeah, got a chance to meet the Walmart team. Quince team. So it was good to be able to put myself in these people's face so they could see me, I could see them, get to know them, and connect with them. So, like I was going to say earlier, is it worth it? Absolutely, yes, it was worth the plane ticket. From the opportunities I got alone, it's worth the plane ticket. It's worth the hotel. It was worth it. So yeah, it's definitely worth it if you're trying to make YouTube, or if you're trying to make content creation a big piece of your life, or if you're trying to make it the whole pie. It's worth it in my opinion. And I'll go again. Especially with the knowledge I learned. So so pretty much after that, we had some other classes. We had a class about going viral, and you probably see her face. Y'all probably know who she is. But yes, she did great in that class. Got a lot of information from her. And yeah, so definitely love her, Monica. And then after that, we went ahead and picked up our gift bags. Guys, the infamous gift bags, you've seen all of our gift bags. They are huge. Mine is sitting right here. Ooh, this thing heavy. Ooh. Okay. That's my gift bag. When I tell y'all Summer Fridays blessed us, honey, I don't need lip gloss probably for the next 2 years. They definitely blessed us. Elf, I did a video, and I'll put it right here. I did a video of everything we had in there. If y'all want to, I can do a separate video of literally going through the gift bag and showing you guys every single thing we got. But we got Spanx, Fenty Beauty, Free People sunglasses. A lot of people didn't know where our sunglasses came from. They came from Free People. I saw my little sticker on the side, my Free People sticker. And plus, I'm a Free People girl, so I always look at their sunglasses, even though I'm not a sunglass girl. But every time I go in there, I try them on just to see what'll stick out. But yeah, those were Free People sunglasses. And I'm actually linking mine below. I have the red and yellow ones. And yeah. Yeah, they're Free People. I don't know. I don't know if it's blurry or not. But anyway, they're Free People. And these are mine. So yeah. Definitely love those. And guys, that fragrance I got from Quince, it smells so good. It's a Baccarat Rouge dupe, in my opinion. I know y'all sick of me saying that. But it smells just like, it smells so good. Because when I was talking to the Quince representative that was there, she was showing me all the fragrance. And I was smelling them all. And she was telling me that we have some in our gift bags. And I was saying in my head, Lord, I hope I get this one. And lo and behold, that's the one I got. So I'm happy about that. So as you see in the pictures and the videos, I made 2 new friends, 2 new content creator friends. And the first one is Brittany Sherrill. And the other one is Lauren. Guys, I love these ladies to life. They have been supporting me. I have been supporting them. Honey, we have been chatting it up. And we have really cultivated something good. We always pretty much lifting each other up. Doing all the things. We're pretty much lifting each other up. Trading resources. I really love what we have built over these last couple of weeks of meeting them. So yeah, I'm so excited about that. I am so excited about them. And yeah, those are my girls. Those are my girls. Those are my girls. So let me tell y'all how I met them. All right, so I was working on my little hat. And I was at the table just doing my hats and whatever like that. And Brittany was at the table across from me. And she was working on her hat. And I think somebody was asking us both about our hats. And the girl was telling me, I got this idea from her over there. And I was like, oh, okay, I stole this idea from you. Because one thing about me, I'm going to give credit where credit due. I don't care. You know, if I got something from you, I'm going to tell it. So I said, well, I got this idea from you too, honey. And because she was putting her pins on her lanyard. So I was like, well, she got this from you, so I got this from you too. But I didn't know who she was because on YouTube, I've been this girl like 5'7". So I'm like, because she's so short, I'm taller than her. I'm 5'2". I think she's 5'1". So it didn't clock that it was her. I was like, oh. So we just clicked, and I didn't know who she was. So we just clicked. She was like, well, you going to go eat some breakfast? I'm like, yep. So we just clicked, and we got some food together. And we were just, you know, we literally clicked. So it wasn't until probably pretty much me knee deep in my egg sandwich to and she was talking, and I think she showed me a picture. She showed me her YouTube channel. And I was like, what? I made a video featuring you. and it clicked. It was her. Because again, on camera, I'm thinking that this girl is like 5'7", and she's a little miniature one like me. And Lauren, she's even more miniature because Lauren is 5'0". So she's 5'0". Brittany's 5'1", and I was a tall one. So y'all know I felt good about that. Y'all know I felt good, honey, because I love being like the tall one. Because it's so hard being the tall one when you're only 5'2". So I was excited and I was relishing in that. So yeah, I'm a tall one. So yeah, so that was that. And then so after me and Brittany ate, we went into the auditorium, and you know, we were in the class. And then Lauren, she came up and she was like, is anyone sitting there? I was like, no, come here and sit down, because you know, I'm real Southern, I'm real welcoming. I'm, you know, contrary to popular belief, I'm not a heifer. I'm not mean or judgmental like people think I am. I can be, but I just choose not to. I'm real welcoming. But I was like, girl, come and sit down. So she came and sat next to me, and yeah, we all three just hit it off. And yeah, I just love them. And then I loved her because because Lauren is into makeup, so she had like cheetah print on her eyes right here. And I was like, that is fire. How did you do that? She walked me through how she did it. Her makeup was just gorgeous. And then she's a gorgeous person, like naturally. Because you can just tell when people are like naturally pretty up under the makeup. And she's actually pretty naturally. And yeah, we just hit it off. And fast forward today, we were just talking last night. So yeah, those are my girls. So let's get back to so we went and picked up our gift bags. It was around like 2:30. We picked up our gift bags and we stood around and we met Maria. Love Maria down, honey. I told her, honey, when I come to Miami, we're painting the city pink. So she's ready, and I am too. Definitely love Maria. She's a big content creator too, and she was talking about rates and things like that. She was very transparent. Like, we didn't even bring that up because, you know, I don't like to talk about that. You know, if people bring that up, I let them bring that up on their own. I don't lead into it. I don't, how much you get paid? No, I don't do that. If you want to talk about it, you talk about it. But yeah, she was talking about her race and how, like, she don't do anything less than this, and how because she create quality content and things like that. And I mean, she was giving us all the tea. And not only that, guys, let's talk about the YouTube girlies that I met. I met Chi Chi. Y'all know Chi Chi, honey. I met Chi Chi, so I was so excited to see her. She is just beautiful in person. I also got a chance to meet Stylish Curves. Now, Stylish Curves, she paved the way for us plus size girls, okay? She is the OG, triple, okay? Definitely a sweet lady. Definitely love her. I paid homage to her because she did come before me. She walked so we could run. And aside from that, she's the reason why us plus guys, she's one of the reasons why us plus size girlies actually have nice stuff to wear. Because her, Gabby Fresh, honey, it was quite a few of them in that fight to, you know, they would stand on these brands' necks. So I gotta pay homage where it's due, and she definitely was owed it. So I definitely want to sit down and talk to her one day, Like, if, you know, not when it's an event or anything like that, but just to be able to sit down and talk to her. But I'm definitely happy. I'm definitely happy that I was able to run into her. So yeah, got a chance to meet her and talk to her for a little bit. I also got a chance to meet Park Avenue, y'all.
Oh, so I'm seeing all the girlies here. Look. Great. Hi, you guys. Ashley Park here from Park Avenue. I have one fashion contest, so go check me out. Yes, y'all heard her. OG, triple OG, triple.
Wow, that is so cool.
Thank you.
Are you getting it on camera? Oh my
God. Oh Lord. Spin it. Hey. I ran into y'all. Oh, hold on. With my plate of food. Look at who I ran into, y'all. Oh, you're so pretty in this light. Oh, my, look at there.
All the girls are out.
Yeah, all the girls are out.
All the girls.
Summer in NYC.
Oh my God, she is so beautiful, so sweet. Even put us up on game about the tripod, and I need to order that too. I put it in my Amazon cart. But honey, she even put us up on game. So definitely love her. Pretty Bree. Y'all know that's my girl. Love her down. I've been about her. Met her. Platinum D. I met her too. She is a YouTube OG. I didn't know who she was at the event, but I had a chance to get to know who she was afterwards, and I was like, oh my God. And that's another thing too. If you watch this video and you were there, a lot of y'all, I was looking at y'all like, that face looked familiar, but I can't put my hand on it. So if I stared at y'all or didn't speak, it's because in my head I'm trying to figure out, I've seen your face somewhere. Like, it's one of them. Beautiful girl. I think she do makeup. I seen her face on here. And when I saw her in person, I'm like, is that? I don't know if it, but I don't think I spoke to you. If you watching, I hope you watch. I don't think I spoke to you. I can't remember. But I'm very Southern, and I'm very, like, family. So I'm the type of person, because I do remember asking y'all where y'all going to the thing, to the party, the after party. But I still, at that point, I still couldn't place you. But then I was like, there she, because I'm like, I knew her. But yeah, so if I didn't speak, don't charge it to my head, or charge it to my head, not my heart. I don't know, because I was still trying to place people's faces. Because again, Brittany, I thought she was 5'7". Come to find out, we are all a part of the Lollipop Guild. All right, y'all, so that was the YouTube event. So we had the YouTube event after party. Y'all, I had a good time at the YouTube event after party. French 75, one word, stay away. Well, 2 words, stay away. Only get one. And even one, I was tipping sideways. I also had this drink called the Chelsea, and that was really good as well. We had burgers, fries, just different hors d'oeuvres and things like that. So definitely had a good time there. So that wraps up the New York. After that event, I was tired because I was already running off low sleep when I got to New York. So then, you know, these 2 days were jam-packed full of stuff. So, honey, I got back on. I went to Penn Station and went to sleep when I got back to the hotel. Got up the next morning. My flight was at, what, 7 or something like that. So I had to be up early. Got back to Atlanta. Child. Y'all, 2 days. Guess how much I paid at the airport? $100. $100 at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta Airport. Ridiculous. Y'all need to do something about that. I don't know what y'all are trying to do, but y'all need to do something better. That's ridiculous. For 2 days. So this is the last event because I know this video is so long. I wanted to talk about some others, but let's get to this one. Let's just talk about this one. I'll probably make another video or something if y'all are interested. But the next event I went to was the YouTube Creator Collective. I found out about that one as well on the on Threads, and then I saw that it was on the YouTube blog. So you were able to actually go there and register. So they had the city of Atlanta. I registered. It took them a while to get back, to make sure that we were registered or whatever, and approved. So I was approved, and we had the event at Westside Motor Lounge, and it was an outdoor space. I'd never been to Westside Motor Lounge, but my friend said he'd go every Sunday. So, but had I known it was gonna be outside, honey, I wore something else. But I had on a tank top. But anyway, went there. I had a really good time. Got there. Now, I did not recognize anybody's face at all. I didn't see any YouTubers that I did know, which is fine because, again, this is a place where, YouTube have millions of creators on here, so you're not going to know everybody. And, again, the link was really going around the internet. So anybody could register, Of course, they had to approve you, but that was the thing on that. And the only face that I did recognize, and this was well after the event, was Michelle Brown. When I got there, I was hungry and Atlanta traffic, and I didn't have a chance to stop and eat. So I wanted a beeline to the food and the drinks. But my friend, he stopped and talked to ATL, Michelle Brown. Now, if you don't know anything about her, she is one of the gatekeepers to the city, to Atlanta's culture. She started her blog, oh my God, ATLN, gosh, woo, some years ago. Like, she's knee deep in Atlanta culture. So yeah, she's definitely that girl. But I wish I would have had a chance to talk to her maybe next time. But she was there. That's the only face I recognized, honestly. I did see some girls I met at the Met Gala event. But as far as like notable YouTubers, I didn't see it, and I didn't see any, and that's probably because they just didn't know. The food was good. They had hot wings, they had burgers, the french fries. Honey, the food was good, and I was hungry. I didn't get any alcohol. They had an open bar, but I got ginger beer. I love ginger beer. Y'all know I love it. And, but as far as YouTubers that I recognized or cool with, I didn't see any of them there. So that's the thing on that. However, I did meet some new people. I met a girl named Chelsea. And I met another lady as well. So got a chance to, meet different people and talk to different people. I also talked to one of the YouTube staffers, and he is over the shorts department pretty much. And he was telling me a lot of the new things that they have coming down for shorts, and how they're working on an editing platform for YouTube to make things easier for us. He was just pretty much divulging. And honey, I was there collecting it all up. So definitely love talking to him. His name slipped me, but definitely love talking to him. It was a pleasure speaking with him about that. So now that I told you about the event, let's get into some of the discourse about the event in particular. The Creator Collective event, based off from what, like, the little blurb they had before you register, I figured it was going to be kind of like a networking event. And before the event took place, pretty much like in April, when all the other cities were having the events, that's what I took from it. It was like a lot of networking. So I didn't go expecting a panel or anything like that. I just went thinking that it was going to be networking. And what kind of sealed my idea on that is when I went to the Met Gala watch party and when I went to the Summer House event in New York. Because the Summer House event in New York, I was invited. I don't know what was the qualifications, even of my little friend group that I gravitated towards, even though I was hanging out with the other girls too. But even still, even in all groups, I think I was still the smallest YouTuber. Yeah, I was the smallest YouTuber there in either group. Even, you know, when I was at the bar and, you know, on all that with Pretty Bree, Platinum Z, Chelsea, all the other girls, Chi Chi, and of course Stylish Kirk. Like all of those people, so I was small. I'm smallest in both of my groups. So yeah, even a lot of people that I met are huge. So I don't know. I don't know what the qualifications were. Maybe I'll move a lot of products. But I don't know. I don't know. So I don't know what the qualification was, but I'm happy I looked at the email. But as far as this, so when I went to those two events and see how polar different they are, and how if YouTube want to teach you something, they're going to teach you something, because they are very particular and articulate, and they also have schedules and things like that. So I've seen YouTube from two stances, for when they want to have a chill situation and when they want to have a structured situation. And they pretty much do well in both departments. So I figured that the Creative Collective event, from those two things alone, was going to be a meet and greet where you just go meet new people, hang out, and learn new things. So with that being said, I thoroughly enjoyed myself. Thoroughly enjoyed myself. Like I said, I met new people. I talked to the YouTube employee. I pulled him to the side. I ate. So everything I needed to get done, I did. I conquered what I needed to conquer. And it was a free event. And we got cute little cups with YouTube at the bottom. So it was really cute. I think this brand is very popular. I don't know. But yeah, so... Oh, this is a 32-ounce water. Oh, okay, cool. But anyway, they had a cup decorating station. I'm a minimalist, so I just wanted something plain. I don't want all that stuff on my cup. But anyway, that's the thing with that. But let's get into the discourse. So a lot of people were saying that they were upset. They were kind of disappointed because they were expecting it to be a tutorial type of event. Like they were going to have a panel. They were going to talk about shorts. They were going to do this and do that. I mean, I guess they have every right to be upset. But like I said, I wasn't expecting that. Because nowhere on there that they said that they were going to have a panel. It was just Creative Collective event. Maybe they should have used the word networking. I don't know. But nothing in that blurb that prompted me to think that they were going to be sitting around and we were going to be having a round table about anything. So that's number one. But yeah, that was the main thing. It was about networking. And like I said in my threads yesterday, I got a lot of views on there. Probably not a lot of likes, but a lot of views. Threads be telling on people. But anyway, like I was saying, this was a networking event. This was, I think that it was a smart thing for YouTube to put together, because like most businesses and a lot of celebrities, everybody keep their ear to the ground, whether it's on a Finsta or whether it's on their real account. Everybody keep their ear to the ground. And people are always, especially on threads, they're always talking about they need to have more content creator events that they can come together, things like that. And YouTube saw that, and YouTube did that. I'm probably always seeing that people are complaining about not having events and things like that for content creators to kind of go to and kind of network and mix and mingle. And they probably came up with this idea because of that. So, like I said, it was a genius idea because who else, as far as a company who's backing you, like if you are on YouTube, you're a YouTuber. So what other company, like is Meta having mix and mingle events like this? Is Instagram having mix and mingle events that they're allowing everybody to come into, not just something that you're handpicked for? TikTok or anybody? And the answer may be yes, I just don't know. But I'm just saying YouTube came together. You know, no matter what your size was, you were able to get into the room so long as you RSVP'd on time. And you were able to mix and mingle with different people. And what's the quickest way for you to grow on YouTube based off what a lot of YouTube experts say? Collaboration. So you were in the room with other YouTubers that you could have collaborated, that you could potentially collaborate with. But a lot of people, because a lot of folks were saying, well, none of the big YouTubers there and this and this and this and that. And I'm like, honestly, that should be good for you because now you get to have these employees' undivided attention. So you need to be getting in there like I did. And that, and number two, who cares? You should be there just trying to network and get the best out of what you can get. So a lot of people were kind of worried about the wrong things, in my opinion. But as far as the teachable thing, I don't know what gave them that impression besides assumptions. Because sometimes we can assume so much and we can lean into an assumption until we, kind of come down off that assumption cloud and realize, well, what really made me think this? I don't know. I had a good time. I got what I needed to get out of each and every last one of these YouTube events this month. I am willing to go to other YouTube events so long as they invite me. I am in there like swimwear. I learned a lot. I just slowed down for the month. Of course, y'all know I went to a Good American event. Honey had a chance to meet Emma Greed herself. I met the team. And now most of the team I knew already, like the VP, Bree, love her. She's VP of Retail. Michael, which is the store manager of Lennox, love him down. Ryan, love him down, regional director. But I had a chance to meet Paul. He's the president of Good American. And we just clicked. We just really clicked. So definitely, I love Paul. That's my buddy now. Paul, and he has a background with Sandro. He was naming so many brands to me, but he's definitely one of them ones. Emma, she was so cool. She was saying that was her good luck charm, so she was rubbing me and just stuff like that. So, guys, we had so much fun. I had a blast. My friend Shannon, y'all know her, honey. That is my sis. She went as well, and we had a blast. And we had to get us, me, her, and Ryan. We made our own dance floor. We had to get us a dance in, so we had so much fun. I enjoyed myself. But yeah, so now that I'm, able to kind of get back, so now that I'm, able to slow down, I'm going to go back over that Macy's and Pinterest call because I listened to it, but I need to listen again to pretty much take notes this time. And I need to go back over the YouTube. I need to go back over my notes from my YouTube class and apply apply everything that I learned, the things that I got from other content creators that I learned. I need to apply that too. So I got a lot of stuff I gotta do. So I wanted to get this video out to you guys. I'm going to edit it. I'm going to try to get it up today. And I hope y'all enjoy. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I know this video probably, I don't know if it felt like it was all over the place, but this is the vlog / sit down. And I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.
I had to put you on.